welcome back to Teacher with Wings with me Anuradha. I really hope that you're enjoying my videos and somewhere down the line I am bringing that college nostalgia in you if you have already done the college time, and if not then maybe that little bit of excitement with everything that I'm sharing with all of you. So in my previous video, I did give you a small briefing about how exactly my induction process that was stretched across 14 days looked like. And in that, I did talk about market assignment also being one of the components of the induction process. इस वीडियो में हम उसी को ही elaborately बात करेंगे because trust me, it was one of the experience and it is something that would really remain in my memory forever and ever. So इस वीडियो को कंटिन्यू करते हैं and let me take you through my video on a journey of what exactly happened in the market assignment section, which was given to not just me but my entire batch of 2022. Without wasting a time, अगर आपको लगता है कि मेरा कंटेंट आपके दिल को टच कर रहा है, रिलेट कर रहा है, या फिर maybe this is something that you would want to keep in your archive so that when you plan to do something like this, you'd be able to use it, then don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon so that every time I upload a video, you and I can get connected. Without wasting a time, let's get into the video. Now, since I've already shared with you that how excited I am to talk about this entire journey, so for the first time in my YouTube career, I thought of making my pointers on what exactly I want to talk about before making the video, right? So I'll talk about the market assignment and how it was divided into two further activities. I'll talk about one of those activities in this video because amazing चीज़ों को ना एक separate attention देनी चाहिए. So what was the activity? What was the aim behind it? After that, how were the groups selected? And while we were selecting the groups, basically it came up as a predefined group. How did we find out our group members? What challenges came up in between? And all of that. Along with that, I would also talk about what was the agenda behind it, the pool of items that we were given to basically work upon, how did we make our questionnaire, what were the challenges that we experienced when we got down on ground, because obviously I come from Uttar Pradesh and I have zero knowledge of Marathi. Like I can understand it a little bit, but यहाँ पे जिस segment से हम लोग approach कर रहे थे, they were more into Marathi speaking community rather than a Hindi or English one. So how did we go through that? How did we basically jot it down at the end of the entire survey, whatever learnings we had, and how did we basically wish or plan to see it in the days to come? So all of these pointers will be dealt in details in this particular video. To start with, just as I said, हमारी marketing assignments जो थे वो दो part में divided थे. One was called the market survey and the other one was called market exercise. In this video, I'll specifically talk about the market survey and what exactly happened in and around the same. So before I begin, let me share with you, according to my observation and my understanding, that what was the reason behind putting across this kind of an activity. MBA, in the layman terminology भी आप समझ सकते हो कि it is all about the market, the consumer, the demand, the production, and all of it can only be experienced and understood when we are working down in the market. अब हम जब मार्केट पे काम करते हैं या फिर लोगों से इंटरेक्ट करते हैं, the best way to retain everything that we come across in between is to conduct a well-defined survey. अब again, survey हर तरह के होते हैं, can be audio, video, Google form, one-on-one interaction, and so much more. In this particular one, since it was also quite early, so we were given the task to go out in the market where we were given a well-defined area and we had to collect some amount of information regarding the kind of topic that we were given in this particular assignment. Now, the most important and the most amazing yet challenging part of it was finding out our groups. So basically, we were given the chance to go out and experience the market survey just within a week. तो मतलब यार एक हफ्ते में तो रूममेट से भी इतनी अच्छी बॉन्डिंग नहीं होती और यहाँ पे we had to literally look and find our partners out of the pool of the entire batch, which is now close to 300 people. तो मैंने आपको पिछले वाली वीडियो में भी बताया था कि पूरे के पूरे बैच को 5 सेक्शंस में डिवाइड किया गया है. अल्फा, Bravo, Charlie, Delta and Echo. So what they did was, I mean our SSR team, the student representation team, what they did was they picked up one from each particular division and they all together made a pentamate group, right? So suppose say Alpha का roll number 1, Bravo का roll number 1, Charlie का roll number 1, Delta का roll number 1 और Echo का roll number 1. So they 5 made one pentamate. अब मेरे साथ होता ये है कि I don't know why somewhere down the line we have this thought process that if you have girls in the group, so the work will be done with more seriousness or things will be easy to communicate because girls थोड़ा सा हर चीज़ को ना ज़्यादा seriously लेते भी हैं. और मेरे ग्रुप में मेरे अलावा सारे के सारे members male थे. Now that was the first challenge for me because I thought that how am I going to execute this entire thing, and also when you are very new into something you don't want to end up doing any mistake or misinterpreting the activity that is given to you. But I'd like to put it on record, my pentamate members were amazing, like truly amazing. I don't know how if I should take their names or not, but let me take the liberty of doing that. So I had Ayush, Ashish, Ashutosh and Rahil, and these 4 guys were seriously amazing. So easy to work with, so easy to navigate the entire process of the thought. We clubbed together very quickly. We all understood the importance and gravity of the event, and there wasn't even one point where there was a difference of opinion in terms of, you know, whether we should do it seriously or we should just, you know, ऐसे ही कर लेते हैं. So the group thing was sorted, which is again one of the parameters I thought I'd be sharing with you. मेरी ही तरह the entire batch was given a group of 5 wherein one person was picked up from each and every division. Now ये तो मेरा experience था, but one of my roommate had to go through a lot of challenges in this particular section, and especially when you are doing any assignment in any course of studies and even in your normal walk of life, having a good partner is very important. So far as I am concerned, I was super lucky at that point of time. Though I had 4 boys, which initially I thought it's going to be a challenge, it became an advantage. I had 4 amazing members and they made this experience worth mentioning. Now next up, I'll talk about the pool of subjects or pool of topics that we were given. Now again, when we were given the topics, it was actually a mix of a lot of things. पहली बात तो मैं ये क्लियर कर दूं कि the topics were not selected by us. It was actually assigned to a group way in advance. But I was really impressed by the hard work put in by the SSR members when they literally made it a point that there was a topic from every walk of life. Like we got the topic of whether the people out there have ever been a victim of an online fraud, wherein one of my roommate had a topic on women empowerment. There was one who had on market quality. I was really impressed by one of my roommate having the topic of whether women are given the same amount of representation in the corporate world or not. So far as the topic selection was concerned, I would say it was really amazing because even though we were working in different defined groups, but at the end of the whole process, in the evening when we all got back to our hostel, we had this experience. There was something amazing and something different which we all had to share amongst our friends and peers and our batchmates. अच्छा, ये तो रही बात टॉपिक की. यहाँ पे एक और कैच ये था कि हमें जो टॉपिक दिया गया था उस असाइनमेंट को करने के लिए we were given a specific place as well as a specific time. यानी कि इतना भी ज़्यादा टाइम नहीं था कि हम लोग आराम से सोच के 4 घंटे सोचते कि भाई हमें क्या करना है, किस पर्टिकुलर टॉपिक पे बोलना है, किस तरह के क्वेश्चन पूछने हैं. सो दिस अगेन आई थिंक इज वन सच area where as future managers we got to know that how important it is to act promptly when we are running short of time and also make the best decision out of the whatever available resources we have. So yeah, I was impressed with the topics and I was really impressed by the one that I got, which was around online frauds and have people ever been a victim of the same or not. Okay, मुझे ऐसा लगता था all my life that I am a very approachable person and I have the lot of confidence to literally go out and ask anything to anyone and people will take it in the right gravity. Thank God इस misconception को मेरे इस assignment ने अच्छी तरीके से निर्मा साबुन की तरह धो दिया. Language was one very important barrier which I experienced. Also, this became a little difficult, a notch higher, because none of us, none as in not even one person out of the group of the entire 5 knew Marathi, even in the smallest gravity. तो again putting it across, यार question सही तरीके से पूछना और लोगों को approach करना was again a little tedious, but we managed. That's another story. You won't believe the first person to whom I went and said that, you know, we are a student of XYZ MBA college and we are collecting some information for our survey. Would you be kind enough to answer them? He was like, नहीं, मेरे पास time नहीं है. And it was like, good, slap on my face, because I thought it's going to be like a cakewalk. I'm happy that I experienced this rejection. It did continue for the next 2-3 people, because we were like quite early in the morning and it was a Sunday wherein most of the things got opened by 11 and 11:30 and we were out on the road by 9. So yes, there were people who turned down the offer, but slowly and steadily we started picking up people who agreed to respond. Now over here also, I just found out as a trend, again totally out of what I experienced. I don't want to hurt anyone, but this is exactly what I felt, that kids and people who are either studying or working, they were more open to share their information. That truly said that if India is saying that our education system is working hard, it can actually be seen on ground. That's point number 1. Point number 2, I still felt that there were women out there who were not very confident in answering. Though as a matter of fact, there was a woman included in the entire thing. That also gives, I don't know if I'm anyone to say this or not, but I think the government still has a lot of scope to work on that, so that the words that comes out, and I'm not talking about the women out on positions and corporates, but actually the women who are out on the road doing their daily chores should be more confident. I really hope यार, इंडिया बहुत अमेजिंग कंट्री है, वो भी जल्द ही टेकन केयर ऑफ तो हो ही जाएगा. तो ये था हमारा पूरा का पूरा मार्केट सर्वे वे वी वेंट आउट, अप्रोच्ड पीपल. वी हैड सम हु वर वेरी एक्साइटेड टू गिव द आंसर, देयर वर सम हु वर लाइक नो बॉस, नॉट ऑन द फेस, नॉट एट ऑल ऑन द फेस. I wanted to collect the information from a street vendor also. तो मैंने 60 रुपये का नींबू पानी पिया था. Like, can you believe it? 60 रुपये का, एक बनारसी को 60 रुपये का नींबू पानी पीना पड़े, इससे तो बड़ा धक्का कुछ नहीं हो सकता है. But I did it just because I wanted to understand that what is the level of awareness among these people also. Gladly, we could collect around 30 to 40 responses, where in the beginning we were so hesitant and so scared कि भाई एक भी मिलेगा कि नहीं. But I'm seriously so amazed that I got a good number of responses, and it was the same with all my fellow batchmates as well. Time I'd also like to take a little moment to say thank you to my viewer base. ठीक है, अभी हम लोग थोड़ा छोटा सा channel है, but I really hope that if we continue this journey at some or the other point of time, I would become the girl next door virtually for all of you. For that, you'll have to support me. If you really enjoy my content, आप जानना चाहते हो कि what's happening in my life and you want to know how things are happening around, सब्सक्राइब कर दो यार. क्या जा रहा है किसी का? सब्सक्राइब करो, शेयर करो, लाइक कर दो, कमेंट कर दो और बेल आइकन दबाना मत भूलना, because I'm going to come very soon with the second part of the marketing assignment where I'll talk about my market exercise. और हाँ, पहले से एक बॉम्ब गिरा दे रही हूँ. That was even more exciting because we had the director of the college involved into it. Do you know more about it? You know what's the drill? अभी के लिए इतना ही. Thank you so much for sharing your time. Bye. Have a great. अगर दिन है तो आगे का टाइम और रात है तो अगली मॉर्निंग. Have a great time ahead. I'll see you super soon. Lots of love. I really wish all your dreams come true and you all get a reason to be happy. Thank you. Bye-bye.